Hello and welcome to the new video. In today's video we're going to take a look at the next community day, which is going to be the community day for March with Fuekoko. Fuekoko is going to be the next community day Pokemon here for Pokemon Go, and today we're going to take a look at what this Pokemon can do for the Go Battle League with the new move update, because it gets 2 moves. As you see here, I don't know why they changed it. Like, this was actually really well done before from Niantic, and they completely got rid of all of this. So I'd rather take a look at, of course, the graphics from Galaxy here, which just show way better on how things are. March 8th is, by the way, where you kind of want to play. The number 909 is Fuekoko, and we're going to have here 3 times catch Stardust, we're going to have 2 times catch Candy, we're going to have 3 instant lures, we're going to have catch chance for Candy XL. That's kind of great. We have all the stuff that we usually have, but 3 times catch Stardust already is amazing. I'm really excited for this because I need definitely more Stardust for the next season, and that is going to be great. Special move is going to be a Blast Burn, but that is not only it. It's also going to be a new move coming to the game, which is going to be the signature move, which is going to be Torch Song. This is going to do a 70 damage in PvP plus a guaranteed attack boost, which is amazing. We're going to have, of course, the way overpriced special research nowadays. I would not recommend you to buy this one for a special background. Like, I don't know, like it seems kind of silly. Sadly, it's not really as great anymore. Otherwise, as standard as any kind of community day, they actually really got rid of the 4-star rates that they did, because it never worked out. Even though it was a great idea, it never really worked out. And so yeah, here you're going to see the shiny on the bottom left there as well. Looks kind of cool. It's like not too crazy in terms of the shiny. I actually have the shiny in the main series games as well, which is kind of nice. Hatched it. But yeah, this is going to be a very exciting community day, because it's going to be a very good Pokemon for PvP. No matter what, like, even if all of the moves would be bad, which you're gonna take a look at anyway, this is going to be a community day where you can get yourself some SKELEDIRGE, which is really good in every single league that you cannot play this Pokemon in. It even works in the Open Master League. So, how good is this Pokemon? First, we kind of maybe want to take a look at the moves that this Pokemon is going to get. We're going to take a look here at Blast Burn. Blast Burn is actually a very good move. 110 damage for 50 energy is amazing. For example, if you compare it to Shadow Ball, which it has, it's 5 less energy for 10 more damage, so that's a great trade-off there, I would say. And so, this is definitely going to be a very solid move on this Pokemon. And then we're going to have Torch Song. I have 2 different variants in here. It's going to be, of course, kind of similar to what Flame Charge would do. Flame Charge is not something that this Pokemon can learn, but it's going to be, of course, very similar towards Torch Song. And as you're going to see here, currently Flame Charge is 65 damage and 50 energy to have the guaranteed attack boost. But I would imagine it's going to be Torch Song with 50 energy and just 70 damage, so like a little bit of a better Flame Charge. That's what I expect as the move. If it would be Torch Song with 45 energy though, this would be completely different, and this would completely change the moveset that you maybe want to run, because then Torch Song all of a sudden going to be very interesting, mainly because of the energy and the energy levels that you need in order to, like, yeah, use basically the moves. And so this is kind of it for this Pokemon. Something else that we need to notice as well is that it learns a Disarming Voice, which is also 70 damage, but here 45 energy. So again, could be that the Torch Song is 50 energy, which is what I expect. But that's very important to know, because Disarming Voice is the best kind of coverage move currently on this Pokemon. And this is kind of where the new moves are going to rival. So if you want to take a look here at the selected choice here, it's going to be Shadow Ball and Disarming Voice, which is going to be very solid in the current meta. But let's take a look at how this is going to change with Blast Burn. This is going to be guaranteed, of course, on this Pokemon. We get a little bit of a climb. That is totally fine, but it's nothing crazy. We can go for Shadow Ball next. We are getting a little bit of a drop because we don't have the pacing anymore, which is kind of fine. Disarming Voice is going to be a little bit better. But generally speaking, same wins, same losses, which is also totally okay. So at least it's going to be already a community day that is guaranteed an upgrade, or like at least like a side grade to a Pokemon, or not like the last one where we have 2 Pokemon that just got downgraded with a move. So that's great, Niantic. At least you learned from that one. But now, what about Torch Song? So if it's 50 energy and you want to have Shadow Ball as a coverage move, which is your other stab move, you want to see here that this move is going to make it interesting, because in the 2-shot scenario, all of a sudden you're going to be a little bit better in terms of boosting your own attack up. So could be better, could be worse. If you want to take a look now on how this would be with Disarming Voice compared, you will see it's going to be a little bit better with that. So I could actually see a world where Torch Song is the ideal way of playing this Pokemon. But what we also can take a look at is real quick on how Torch Song would be with 45 energy. And all of a sudden, this Pokemon is gonna be a bit or more towards top meta, which I would like to see actually. I think 45 energy Torch Song would be the best thing possible. I don't think it's going to be happening, by the way, because Niantic is very, very cautious with like self-buffing moves. Like they are very, very bad usually. Like Flame Shot is not a good move, like it barely does any damage, but boost your own attack up, which is kind of cool. Power Punch is a bad move. Drain Punch is a bad move. All of those moves that can boost yourself guaranteed up are usually pretty bad. But I really hope it's actually 45 energy for Torch Song, because that would allow us to all of a sudden have a Pokemon here that has good pacing and great coverage with a very interesting typing. And I would love to see this, and I think 45 energy would be better for us all. So, stop talking about this. Let's take a look here at all the different kind of variants. You see it here already. We're going to have like the standard one as like the base basically, which you currently have. Then we have Blast Burn instead of the Disarming Voice. We're going to have Blast Burn instead of the Shadow Ball. We're going to have the 45 energy Torch Song, the 50 energy Torch Song, and the Disarming Voice and 50 energy Torch Song at the end. And as you're going to see here real quick as well, there's not really a big difference. There's not a big difference. The current moveset actually has the most amount of wins, but the 45 energy, here it's still from Flame Charge because I just copied the move basically and just changed the values for it. But as you're going to see here, this is going to have the best average rating. And I think if we're going to take a look at the two-shit scenario, we're going to see the difference a little bit more. And here you see why I would love to see that we would get the 45 energy Torch Song. Because it would allow us to see like a Pokemon that honestly has a ton of potential. But then again, even if you're going to get the 50 energy Torch Song, maybe just drop Shadow Ball, because as we're going to see here, for the bottom one, this is the 50 energy plus Disarming Voice. You're actually going to be able to have a very solid time in the two-shit scenario here with the most amount of wins out of all of them, which is quite interesting, I would say. So, again, what it just shows us is that in the zero shits, most likely, yeah, the Blast Burn variant is going to be the best one in the zero shit scenario. So, as a closer, maybe that's going to be used as well. But basically, we're going to see here that no matter what, it's not going to be a big difference, but it's definitely going to not be a downgrade. Like if you're going to take a look at this one here, basically just the last one would be a downgrade here if you would want to run this moveset. But while Blast Burn might not actually be the most interesting move, because you already have Fire type damage with your fast move, and you rather have coverage, which is the main reason why Skeledidge currently with Shadow Ball and the Disarming Voice is so great, because you have so much diversity with that one. If the Torch Song is going to be a 45 energy move, or even a 40 energy move, of course it would be even crazier. This Pokemon gonna be very, very much, way better than before. But again, I don't think that Blast Burn is going to be the most impactful one, but it's also not a bad move again. Like it's a very much all kind of in a similar range. And now we're gonna take a look at the Ultra League, and this might be a little bit different than you might expect, which you're gonna see here as well. Again, same kind of stats there as well here. Okay, we see the current one on how the current one functions. We can take a look here, for example, again at what Blast Burn would change. What we're going to see here, an increase, and that's the thing as well. I do think it's going to be a little bit more impactful for the Open Ultra League, where you have a little bit more bulk to itself, which can allow you for especially something like the Torch Song to really impact you. Like this is going to be, for example, like plus 30 average rating. And what we're going to see as well, again, the same kind of thing that you saw already in the one before, that here we will see already in the one-shield scenario that especially the normal one here, the bottom one with Torch Song with 50 energy and Disarming Voice, which is definitely something that we would get like this, is going to have the best upgrade. So, like again, for the Ultra League, this is going to be actually a huge buff for this Pokemon. And as you guys see there as well, the one has the best average rating, which is going to be great for it. And again, it's with the it's going to be with Disarming Voice as well as the Torch Song. So, yeah, again, this is going to be a very interesting one here. Skeledidge going to be very likely way better with the new move update, and that's going to be something interesting to note there as well. As you can now move on to the Master League, just want to take a look at it here real quick for the end of the video. This is going to be, of course, not the best Pokemon to run here, but still, it's a little bit better. Like if you have the bottom one there, it's going to be a little bit better. I'm sorry for all the cuts. I have a little bit of a cold right now, so that's why I have to sometimes cut off my sneezing. But yeah, this is going to be definitely a little bit of an upgrade here, which is kind of cool. And that is going to be it for this one. Again, this is going to be a very interesting community day here. Again, Galax, thanks for the nice graphics as always, basically. I would really recommend you to try to play this community day, especially because of the Stardust. But this is going to be a must-play community day for sure. Cool Pokemon, new shiny, extra Stardust, and 2 new moves that both have potential for the Go Battle League. And so, this is going to be a great community day. That's all that I can say about this. Something positive at least here, which is kind of nice. And I will see you then. Bye bye.